Warning, if you are Jake Pauler, I advise you to please leave the video because there are some things that are going to offend you that are against Jake Paul, which I think you're not gonna handle it. So if you're not gonna handle it, I advise you to please leave the video, or if you're pretty mature enough, then you can stay here. Other than that, it's up to you.
Think about the It's Every Night Sis song.
Wait, did you what is it?
It's Every Night Sis.
I can tell that you can't. Oh, I think it's great, man.
So,
I claim the views on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy a new car with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna monetize it?
Yeah. That's lit, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's complicated, honestly.
Really?
I'm just trying to be the bigger person. She's out there like roasting me, but
Okay.
It's all good.
You're a pretty good guy, though. I mean.
So, I'm sure you guys want to know what's going on right now. Basically this, Jake's kicking me out. He didn't want to wait for me to get my apartment, which I'm getting in a couple days, so he threw all my stuff downstairs and put a lock on the door. Been with him, sleeping in the same bed, basically together at this point, but without a title. But then he would always have girls over in front of me, and I was just like, what the frick? So then we're not together. But then he would like play all these mind games with me and just be like, yo, like don't get mad. The past 3 months, I've been trying to talk to Jake, but he blocked me, he wouldn't talk to me, he just totally X'd me out, and he had the audacity to tell everyone that I cheated. I have no idea why. We were so head over heels for this kid. I would do anything for him. I just don't understand how someone could fly girls out and treat someone like that.
11/12.
Wait, did you just?
I know hers is 11/12.
That's November 12th.
But why did you say no?
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Dude, it's like she wants you to fail.
You want me to look bad on camera? I've dealt with that in the past.
And that's one thing you don't want. Thank you guys so much for watching the Married Hit Show.
Finish her!
No doubt Jake Paul is one of the most fastest growing on YouTube, but at the same time he's the most hated person right now on YouTube. And no doubt he's getting a lot of news, a lot of dramas, and because of this a lot of drama and all the news he's getting from interviews to neighbors and all that stuff, a lot of people just fed up with it. They don't want to listen to Jake Paul anymore. Whenever they heard the term Jake Paul, they were like, man, say something else. So today, once and for all, we're gonna go through beginning till the end and gonna expose everything about Jake Paul that we know so far, and gonna expose his actions and the things that he's done, and what are the things that he done are good, what are the things done is bad. So without further ado, let's get started. So Jake Paul, Logan Paul brother, he started on Vine, both brothers, and then actually gained a lot of followers, a lot of attraction, and they become famous there on Vine. Then since Vine closed and shut down, they all jumped to YouTube, as we are right now in the Vine era of YouTube. As the game theorist MadPat says, we're in the 4th generation of YouTube, where the Viners have taken over. Also no doubt that the Jake had advantages from his brother and from Disney Channel. I already made a video on Jake Paul and Logan Paul and how Viners have taken over YouTube, but I haven't gone much into detail. I only just went through brief, and if you want to check that out, I'll put the video in the cards down, up there, not down, up there, and you can check out the video. But anyway, without further ado, let's go into the Jake Paul and everything. So Jake Paul has right now 9 million subscribers. Now before he's getting exposure, he had fans from Vine and from the Disney Channel. Like this, when he started on Disney Channel, he got some fans from there, and most of the fans were from Vine. And as I mentioned in my previous video on Jake Paul, where I stated that since Vine has shut it down and people wanted to fill that hole, so they just came to YouTube to fill that hole. And I also said that until this hole will be filled, this Paul brother and these all Viners, they will be on YouTube, and their era will keep going. Now no doubt they're gonna hit 10 million by the next week, who knows, maybe in a few days. But the point here is must to know that the most and majority of the fans of Jake Paul are teenagers, and I'm not gonna surprise. In fact, we can see that the most of the fans of Jake Paul are teenage girls. But both Jake Paul and Logan Paul, but I'm only gonna talk about Jake Paul in this video. Both, again, Jake Paul was on YouTube for a very long time. He's been uploading and sometimes not, but he's been consistent after he got exposure from Vine. Since he got exposure from Vine, he's been strict to the YouTube and vlogging every single day, and he was actually the first one to make a series like this. Now, whether you agree with with it or not, he is one of the most fastest growing channel right now on YouTube. And we cannot despite the fact that whether he has small teenagers, his fans, or mature people, I'm sure there are very small percentage of mature people, but we cannot despite the fact that he do have a lot of fans around him. And as of right now, he has 9 million subscribers on YouTube. So he's reaching that legends side of YouTube. But why? He's getting a lot of hate. As he's getting a lot of hate, he should have been like, his subscribers should have gone to down to 876. He's just going up every single day. Why? Now I want to take you all back. I want to take you guys to the point where it all started, to the point where, you know, the whole Paul brothers and Whiners started to take over on YouTube. Now I'm gonna go before the Wine shut down. Since the news came out that his Wine is gonna shut down, and every Whiner was like, what we gonna do? Okay, this Wine is shutting down and all that stuff. So then they could jump to YouTube and they started to pick that up, and then we realized, okay, this thing is gonna continue and so forth and so on. But the real thing here is that before Jake Paul dissed on his brother, it was actually, okay, he had more subscribers than Logan Paul, no doubt, okay, but a lot of people say that it all started when Jake Paul dissed his own brother and then made another song, It's Everyday Bro, which got him a lot of attraction, a lot of attention, and every YouTuber were forced, like they had no choice except to make a video about Jake Paul, because every single views was going right to Jake Paul, and everyone had no choice except to follow what's trending. Now before Jake Paul it was Fidget Spinner, and after Fidget Spinner was Jake Paul. The point here I'm saying is that Jake Paul did play smartly here, both Jake Paul and Logan Paul. A lot of things were already set up. A lot of people don't know about it, but a lot of things that they have done already set up, and it all actually started, like before it was actually getting exposure, but it all started when Jake Paul dissed his own brother, and then his brother made another diss track on his own brother, Jake Paul, and then the beef started from there. Slowly they're getting recognition and everything, and then It's Everyday Bro became trending thing, and it became trend, and everyone just following it because everyone wants views. And then after that, it's just a line of people, just Jake Paul everywhere and Logan Paul. And since Jake Paul had more subscribers than his brother in the first place, like he at the time before, like they're getting exposure, Logan Paul had 3 million subscribers and Jake Paul had 4 million subscribers. And after that, they're both right now, then like last week they were on 8 million both. Now Jake Paul is on 9 million, and as mentioned before, any day he will be reaching 10 million subscribers. And no doubt YouTube is also praising Jake Paul, because majority of the people on YouTube are teenagers, and all the teenagers are just jumping to the Jake Paul and everything. So YouTube is definitely promoting Jake Paul, is just praising, as they used to praise PEWDIEPIE back in the day. But we're getting off the topic, but we're here to expose Jake Paul. I hope so. I'm just gonna start with everything. As mentioned before, that Jake Paul and this whole thing was started with the beef, with the diss track that was made. Now it's just becoming worse every single day, okay? And as it's getting more worse, it's just getting like, it's just becoming a normal thing. Whenever we heard about Jake Paul, okay, another Jake Paul scene, that's a no biggie, tell me something new. But this thing just went to the news. The whole hated thing was started after the interview of a news channel to Jake Paul. Like they're interviewing Jake Paul, and they reported that neighbors are fed up with whatever Jake Paul is doing in the area where they're living. And the neighbor said that because of Jake Paul, this whole area, this whole town has become a living hell and war zone. And then I do agree with it. And then instead of making things right, Jake Paul just made it more worse, just to, you know, get more attention, get more, you know, more attention, more traction, and get more growth. And this is actually working for Jake Paul. Now a lot of things were going around, like a lot of things were at the same time going, like Team 10 bus, which tire like just ran, like you know what happened with the situation. And a lot of people right now saying the Logan Paul did it, or maybe some fans of Logan, or maybe the Low Gang, Paulers, who knows. And Jake Paul accused that his neighbors did this to kill him. The neighbors tried to kill him. At the same time, you know, instead of apologize, or you know, instead of doing something right, he just making the situation worse. Now this situation could have been solved very long ago. Like when he started to get heat and hate. When I say heat, I mean he started to get growth, and when I say hate, I mean the hate. Okay, but he's at one side he's playing right. When I say right, like he's getting more growth and everything, money every single day, and at the same time he's getting a lot of hate. In my opinion, okay, this could have been solved very long ago, but he himself made this just to get more traction. Now, if any Jake Pauls out there watching this video, I want to say, yo, stop praising Jake Paul. I understand, okay, I understand Jake Paul is entertaining, okay, and I think you guys think that he's a savage, he's funny, and this word savage, this term savage died because of Jake Paul. We used to, you know, this word savage was something very special, something very good, and now it's all dead just because of Jake Paul. Paul. The thing is doing, you guys called it savage, okay? Firing the furniture, you know, and doing the other stuffs, you're calling it savage. You know, I really understand what the neighbors are coming from. Like, it is really understandable. At the same time, you know, because Jake Paul is in Disney for their kids, right? And his, you know, fans are kids. It really makes sense that he's doing whatever he's doing for the kids out there. But at the same time, you need to understand how life works. You can't be a small kid like Jake Paul. You are right now 20 or maybe 21, okay? You need to play a role as a mature guy, but you're playing role as a small kid, okay? You're playing as a small kid. Look at your brother Logan. He can handle stuff very smartly, and you can use this excuse like, okay, he's a big brother. Someone has to be small brother. Someone has to play the role. I do understand with this, but listen, bro, you are right now the hottest, one of the mega stars out there. You'll have, you know, the influence will people get from you. This is about someone's life. Okay, this might turn, like, I do understand a lot of people say, oh, your vlogs are lit, okay, your vlogs may be happy, even if they're fake. It does make sense because it's just for entertainment purpose. But people taking it too far, that's where the problem came from. Now Disney has taken a step. They've become strong and they decided, okay, now we need to be mad for this one, as we did with PEWDIEPIE, which was completely stupid. Okay, they said, okay, that situation wasn't making sense, but this does make sense. And also, I'm gonna throw out this: the Team 10 house is rented. Like, they are rent that Team 10 house. Why they haven't kicked out yet? Why they have been kicked out from the Team 10 house? I really don't understand. Okay, now back to the Disney thing. Disney dropped Jake Paul, and how they decided to do this? They said that we've, you know, come to the agreement that he's gonna drop down from the, you know, Jaguar show and everything. Now you tell me, okay, you tell me, Disney is one of like top kids shows, okay? Why would someone drop that place from you? You're getting money, you're getting exposure every single day. You're getting more and more, okay? Why would someone do that? Just because he's getting hate from, you know, just accusing the neighbors? No, that's not the case, you know? Disney, I'm gonna say this trust one, okay? This was actually, he's actually being dropped by Disney. You can say, or you can say he's been fired by Disney. Disney might say, okay, you had no choice but to fire you, okay? Make something up so we don't look bad in other people's eyes. And that way you come from, okay, I'm gonna say we come to mutual understanding, I'm gonna drop this and that, okay? Stop it. The thing is, the facts are clear, okay? The things are clear. You can fool those teenage girls that have a crush on you, okay? That are crush on you. You cannot fool the people like us. You cannot fool the mature people around here, okay? Now moving on with this one, okay? A lot of people like hating Jake Paul, saying, okay, why haven't he's been arrested? And right now, as you're watching this video, it was supposed to be the neighbors meeting the city's official to talk about this old stuff. And I really think, like, I really hope that something good come up out of this, and I really hope that this turns to be something good. I really want this whole situation to stop. I really want this whole Jake Paul drama and all that stuff to stop, okay? We need something else. I'm really fed up with this Jake Paul. And okay, in one of his recent vlogs, he actually posted saying, I actually got arrested, in which he pranks the whole YouTube, the whole people, saying that he got actually arrested. And I can tell you that when he started the vlog, a lot of girls, teenage girls, was like crying. I can tell you from here. But then he said, okay, it's a prank. Oh my god, okay, I can tell you this would have happened. Okay, we're going off the topic. In that vlog, he said that the media is posting fake news. Do not trust anything until you get the facts. Okay, and you know that just deep search and everything, and then come to the point. Don't just start, you know, coming to a conclusion without knowing the fact. Now I'm gonna take you to another Jake Paul's vlog, in which he said that the neighbors tried to kill him without knowing anything. Just, you know, he's throwing a ball at nothing. He's just accusing that neighbors, okay, had tried to kill him. As mentioned before, Logan Paul did that before. Who knows? Maybe your brother, maybe your brother's fan, who knows? But you yourself making yourself look stupid right now, and not a lot of people talking about it, but at some point you said, okay, look at the facts and then talk, and at the same time you are not looking at the facts and you're just coming to the conclusion. Okay, stop it. Anyone out there, Jake Paul, I just want to say stop it. You cannot defend the facts is in front of your eyes. Stop being, you know, completely blind for this situation. If you love Jake Paul, okay, love it. Love is on one side, but you need to understand understand that the action he's doing, that the action he actually, you know, the things that he's doing is not okay, okay? The things he's done, and right now instead of making situation good, he's just making it more worse, just to get more extension, just to get more exposure, you know, just to get more media news, okay? Just to get more. Who don't like to be in the news? Who don't like to be in the media news like everyone is talking about? Who don't? And in actually one of his vlogs, he actually said, he actually, you know, accepted that he was the one, like he likes to, you know, people talking about him, media talking about him all the time, okay? And this is without even anything. I'm gonna say he's a victim of fame and money. I can tell you he really don't care about what his fan thinks, okay? If you do, he could have listened to a lot of his fans. I've seen the comments, a lot of him, like not majority, but then these are minors, saying that, okay, Logan, we, like Jake Paul, I'm sorry, a lot of like, they were right, they're saying that we do like your stuff, we do like you're entertaining, we come to the best, but the problem is you're making situation worse. You can handle it, you can, like right now you still have chance, you can come up and apologize on the Twitter, you can make it everything okay, you can make, at least, you know, you can make things good for the time being. Just, oh my god. Anyway, that was part 1 of Jake Paul exposed, and I'm gonna make part 2 soon about Jake Paul, and that would be the last part about Jake Paul. And I really hope that after this meeting with neighbors and city officials, I really hope this whole situation end up, and please stop with the Jake Paul and all the Jake Pauls out there. Okay, look, I get what you're trying to come up with, I get what Jake Paul is trying to do, okay, entertaining kids and all that stuff, but there's a limit. Once you cross that limit, okay, either you just make things right, either you just, all I want to say here is that Jake Paul, stop it. Jake Paulers, stop defending him, he's doing everything wrong. And last but not the least, everyone who's saying this marriage thing is real, it's not, it's fake, it's just for the views. And even if he admits in the vlogs of him that he's doing for the views, which means he don't care for the fan but the views, I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what you guys think about Jake Paul. I don't know. After listening to this, I was out. But anyway guys, that's just again my opinion. I put facts and opinions together and come up with my theory. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like Jake Paul? Do you still defend him whatever he's doing, or do you think like whatever he's doing is wrong? Let me know in the comments down below. And we have more YouTubers to cover, so I will catch you all guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves and peace out.